Bonsignor brings them down slow. And good launch from the field. They're off.
Green is out. We're underway. Justin Bonsignor brings the field to turn number 1. At inside lane gets the jump. McKennedy in second. Still nose-to-nose for third. Baldwin has the advantage going into turn number 3. Driving in a bit deeper as he'll retain that spot. A lap number 1 in the books. It's Bonsignor trying to scamper away from McKennedy.
Everybody playing nice so far. Jockeying for position. Listen, Jimmy Blewett, he's taking it. He's up to 4th position. As you see, Beers taking it easy on the outside, saving those tires. We're going to see, man, this is when the strategy is going to start.
Nose-to-nose for the second spot, just in front of that 79 of McKennedy in position number 4. Blewett in 5th in the 2. They really stack up behind them. Ryan Newman in the mix, but further toward the front, that runner-up position goes to Ryan Preece in the second spot in car 40.
As he gets flushed here by the 3-car, little commentator's curse. What I wanted to say about him, though, and they're already using the Nerf bars, what I did not like about what he was doing, as you can see, Ronnie kind of run him up the hill. That's what we're talking about. What I didn't like what the 20 car was doing earlier was he was using the apron to turn his car. And when you do that and you de-wedge the car, when you put the left front on the flat, it takes wedge out of your car, which the more wedge you have, the tighter you are. That's your crossweight on scales, and that'll burn your right rear tire off. And you can see Ron Silk here run the 20 up the track to get a straighter launch down the straightaway. He's going to clear him here in the 1.
Well, qualified well earlier today, and currently in position number 2 and slowly reeling in the race leader, Justin Bonsignor. A couple of cars out of shape mid-pack off of the corner. Everybody's okay. Craig Lutz being one of them in the 46 car as we watch a good 3-car race. It's been ongoing for a while. Up the back straightaway, here comes Silk to the inside of Rip. Come on, bit of contact, and Silk into the outside wall in turn 3.
Man. Got some more wrecking behind him. You're going so fast to the end of these straightaways. When someone's parked there, you realize how fast. You don't really realize it until somebody's parked in front of you, but a tough start for this 16 team. The 2-time champ Ron Silk, the right front tore off of that ride.
Back in New Smyrna Speedway, just in time for the restart. We said nearly everybody was on pit road to take fuel under this caution. Everyone except for Matt Zackham. He's out front, leads the field back to turn number 1 for the restart here and pushes Bonsignor way up the racetrack in turn number 2. Opens the door on the bottom as we have a spinner further back. That's Joey Coulter off of turn 2 and up the back straightaway as the leaders come around to take the 3rd caution flag of the evening. Justin Bonsignor to his right elbow as they come off the corner. Green flag back up from Sean Houlihan. See if we can string a few laps together here after a couple of early caution flags in this event as they go back to turn number 2. And again, Zackham drifts again way up the racetrack. This time we'll open the door for Beers on the bottom, the challenge for the race lead.
Yeah, and Austin Beers' team did a great job fueling their car. And hey, one thing that the championship did for him was give him that number 1 pit stall. So that really catapulted him past a couple cars that moves you up a lane. You don't do the choose here in a modified series like you do in all 3 other national series. So that just puts you up a whole nother row, and now he's contending for the race lead.
Good race up front, second time by. They are locked up side by side. Beers to the bottom, and a big wiggle into Zackham, who nearly gets out of shape in the face of the field. Hangs on to it in that outside lane, still trying to regain control as they go by to his inside, including Blewett and Bonsignor. Baldwin challenges for the top spot on Beers.
And now look who's underneath the 20 car. It's the 51. We'll see if he returns the favor down here in 1 and 2. But one thing you're not going to do, if Max Atkins used to running other series where you can kind of use guys up the racetrack or run them down on the apron, that's not going to fly here on the modified tour. These guys are too experienced, they're too good, and they're going to use you back up. Just like you saw Austin Beers kind of say, you're not running me on the apron, and it picked Max Atkins. But here comes Preece making that outside work. Like we said, the easiest time to get spots are on pit road and on restarts, and Ryan Preece is trying to capitalize on this restart right now.
Very comfortable in that outside lane in turn number 2, challenging for the top spot on Austin Beers, the defending champion, the youngest champion in the history of this series, battling for the top spot now, but has the veteran of Preece to his outside as they go back to turn number 1. Preece was able to clear him.
And one of the first guys that we saw coming to get tires and making some headway now is Ryan Newman. I think Jim Trado has more with him on pit.
He was so good in the outside lane under the last restart and gets the advantage under this restart. But here comes Beers back to the inside, not letting Priest get clean racetrack by the time they get to the back straightaway.
Yeah, and when they came to the restart zone there, the 64 ran the 40 up a little bit to take a little bit of his fire angle out and get his tires into that rubber where he'd be launching. He learned it from last time with Luke Baldwin spinning the tires. He was down in the gray. So the 64 did have a better restart, but he's hung on the bottom here with the 51 going around him as well.
And that allows Priest to get away as the race leader. Here comes Bonsignor to the outside of Beers for the runner-up spot. Behind them, Baldwin and Blewett. Nose-to-nose for the 4 spot, just in front of McKennedy and Christopher, as the race for second continues to be the best on the speedway. Digging hard on the bottom, Austin Beers.
Yeah, the race is heating up for the lead. He wants that lead because if it, like we talked about, we've been talking about all race, the caution. If the caution does come out, he's going to be the first on pit road, and it's going to be a duel off pit road. That 51 team has been so good. Them, the 16's out of it with the 16 pit crew, the 64. These guys that do it week in and week out. They have pit crews that practice and they train and they put a lot into it. The 40 team with Ryan Priest, he doesn't race every week, right? He doesn't have a pit crew that has that. It's a father-son owned team. They bring their friends to the racetrack, so they're not, at the tip of the spear where they're practicing this every week. So that's going to come into effect.
Is this strategy by Priest maybe backing his pace off just a bit? Car here and there. Now there's 3 or 4 lined up right in front of Justin Bonsignor, who is trying to get away from Ryan Priest in that second spot. And now caution comes out. Trouble off of turn 2.
Had the 99. He just drove right in. That car stopped in the backstretch. Didn't see him.
Taking place on the backstretch. We're going to look at a replay here, see what happened to put us under this caution. Ramo out of shape, and Marshall came in there at a ton. And pretty heavy contact there. And another look at it here. Ramo just out of frame, sideways.
Oh, and that's such a tough place to get hit because your feet are right there. That's right in the foot box. So good to see. We're going to see like Ryan Priest, right? Cup driver. Comes in, he says, give me 4. I'm going to drive through this field. So it's going to be a show. There's a mixed bag all the way through. Ryan Priest all the way back. Man, I got to zoom down here in 19th position from 2nd to 19th as they roll into the restart zone. 64 gets a great launch on the bottom. They're going to be side by side. What's he going to do in the 1?
Keep an eye on Matt Hirschman as well. Also, 3 fresh tires for Matt. Will restart mid-pack as they're back under the green flag. Emmerling to the inside of Bonsignor for second as Beers tries to get away at the front of the field as they sort things out off of turn number 4. It's Beers out front and a big shove from Bonsignor up the front stretch.
New tires, new year, same characters going for the win here at the end of this 200-lap race. Adam Fenwick posted us a great stat. The average in the last 4 races for the final pass of this race is at lap 184, so 16 laps to go. So still a lot of racing left to go. As you see, Jimmy Zacharias gets all crossed up down the front stretch, and they're going to start wrecking behind them.
One car hard into the inside wall. Looked like Kyle Bonsignor. Here's to the outside of Bonsignor. Bottle up further back. Everybody's okay. Emmerling not getting the best of restart. Second car on the bottom. Going to give up a spot to Tyler Ripkema in third as the race leaders are still nose to nose.
And I love what Bonsignor did on that restart. He put the 64 where he wanted him. He ran him up into the gray, got some marbles on his tire, and got a great launch. He's a crafty veteran and a 4-time champ for a reason.
This time by 9/10, and it may not matter because we're going to go under the caution for an incident up in turn number 4.
Looks like Michael Christopher Jr. parked up there against the wall.
It is the 31.
That is not what Justin wanted to see, but his car is so fast right now.
2 laps to settle it here tonight. Lined up, ready to go. Justin Bonsignor will bring him around. Tyler Ripkema to the outside of the front row. Patrick Emmerling to the inside of row 2. Green is back up. Bonsignor not able to get away under this restart. Ripkema pinching him right down to the bottom and holding that high side momentum in the 3 car. Top side, Bonsignor to the bottom. Coming around off of turn number 4, white flag, 1 to go. Baldwin out of shape further back, but the leader took the white as they go to turn number 2. Caution comes out, and Justin Bonsignor finds himself at the front of the field at the time of caution.
Win number 48 for Justin Bonsignore. He did so good, staying disciplined, hooking the bottom, not using the 3-car up and not becoming vulnerable. He's going to drive under the caution and the checkered here and take the win tonight in New Smyrna.
Checkered flag is out, and Justin Bonsignore wins the New Smyrna Beach Area Visitors Bureau 200 season opener for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.